Well, howdy guys, welcome to the channel. For those new to the channel, my name is Matt, and a little bit is happening. Well, I say that pretty much every time actually. There's always something happening, but you can probably just hear there is a rather large machine running in the background. So Phil is on Tiny 1, and he's actually in the rock pit, in the rock quarry, ripping and pushing up some just so we've got a bit more stockpile there. But anyway, we'll go down and check out the quarry. So you might be able to also notice that we're only using two of the outside rippers. You can't quite get down deep enough when you're running the 3. We have tried it before, but also that center ripper, which is a longer ripper, it's actually from a D10, which is a little bit smaller. So we had to space it out, and some of that needs to be fixed up. So so that's why there's only 2 rippers, but it seems to be working really well. See how hot the tip is, eh?
Yeah, I just spat on it. It sizzled.
So don't touch it.
I'm not touching it.
That's disgusting, Phil.
It's sizzling. Yeah, it is.
Well,
feral. We are in the bush, but
yeah, that's true.
No, it's So yeah, we've done about 2 hours of ripping all up after I put a new ripper boot on that, and so you can see it wearing out quite quickly, but it's well worth putting new ripper boots on. It gets hooks in a lot easier. A couple $100 a ripper boot, but it's well worth the money. Just done a full rip on the face of this slope. we're just I'll push that out of the way, and the idea is we don't want to come back get much further. We just want to push up another couple of 1,000 tonne of rock.
So you'll come down again from there and push it into those piles there again.
Yeah, so I'm just trying, like we'll probably end up with a 2-to-1 batter or something, so it's too steep to rip.
Yeah.
So problem with this rock is you can't push anything that you don't rip. So yeah, I'm just trying to do a step, so I can rip that and then push down again, push that out and then rip again, and sort of create it 2-to-1 batter that way, instead of, because the problem with ripping too steep is all your weight is either up the front where you can't get your weight into the rippers, or you can't pull it uphill too much. So
yeah,
but it's not horsepower that's the issue, it's just getting it in the weight into the rock. So I've just been feathering the throttle, as you could probably hear, just trying to reduce the track slip. Just trying to get it down into the rock. It's just a little hobby quarry, so we're not looking at getting big volumes out. As you can see, our house and sheds are just up there. So
we can't go too far.
we could definitely, if we wanted to get rid of the whole hill, we definitely would have a market for the rock. But yeah.
No, it's so Tiny One's working all right. It's no hiccups after all the work that was done to it.
No, it's working well. Yeah, no oil leaks that I can see. It's running nice.
It does.
It's good. It is good to be back on it. Had a good break from it.
I got this on camera. You saying that, Phil, when you complain that you've been on it too much.
Yeah, well, I had tennis elbow from the blade control, so it's been good having a bit of a break off the noses. But yeah,
your elbow might be stronger now.
We'll be starting to get back into it, I guess.
So there'll be a fair bit of we got a little bit of contract work lined up, don't we? But also there's a bit just happening at the development block still, isn't there?
Yeah. So we'll try and, when it dries out, I think this one will end up back at the development block, and then we've got a few waterways and stuff to do there. We want to put a bit of rock from our rock piles into them, sort of make a bit of a spoon drain and lay a foot or two of rock in them, and try and do those sort of jobs while the crop's still in the ground.
Yeah, because it's going to be harvest, so we're going to be pretty busy tied up there. It's looking like it could be a wet harvest again, so we better make sure all our straps are in good condition.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'm ready for another wet harvest.
No, but I'll tell you what, you hear the other fellas over the other side of the world that are in drought, and we know a bit of that from a few years ago. But it's you'd take on a wet harvest any year, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, it's just the mental. It just drains you mentally, I think.
Yeah.
Trying to get it out of the paddock and not wreck your gear, and it's all hard on everything, isn't it? So,
No.
But yeah, no, they're talking at least 3 months above average rainfall, so puts us right through harvest. At least you can make money with mud, they'd say. So it is a good problem.
Yeah. Happy pushing.
Yeah.
So you might have seen in the background this little dog running around. His name's Rusty. It was actually my dog back when I was living at home, and when I moved out I gave him to Dad because Dad and him had a bit of a bond. So but yes, he doesn't like the drone at all, so he's always running around trying to chase the drone, so that's why he's out here. But yeah, he's loving the action. So this is that ripper I was mentioning earlier. This is a center one. It was actually out of a D10, so it's a little bit smaller. It's basically the same, but we welded some strips on the front and back just to take a bit of the slop out, and it's been working fine. We've been using it heaps and heaps and heaps, but you can just see here it's starting to come off, so that just needs a little bit of attention. Well, I think we're fast approaching the end of the video, but this is pretty well, it just needs a little bit of tidying up, but this is pretty well what it's going to be like. There's a lot of product has been pushed up again, which is good. So yeah, I think that's going to be all we need to push up for a little while at least. Otherwise we'll start encroaching into the it'll get a bit too close to the infrastructure. But it is beautiful rock for causeways and things like that. It binds together pretty well as far as the rocks, all because they're jagged and sharp, they stick together and yeah, form quite a good road base. And obviously the water, unless it's really fast flowing water, but yeah, generally just for typical causeways it doesn't wash away or wash out, so it's yeah, very good product. You can see here that unfortunately that it is a bit of a dam here, but yeah, we just need to, over here, just need to cut that out a little bit, and this all will drain. But it's not really an issue because it is all rock here. It's just sits there and evaporates. It doesn't get boggy or anything, so there's no real issues there. Well guys, that'll probably be it. I'm not quite sure what we'll be doing in the next one, but I'm sure we'll find out. Just remember guys to hit the like button if you enjoy the videos, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to be notified of when we upload a video, make sure you hit the little bell icon and turn the notifications on, so that way you'll get a notification whenever we upload a video. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.